time in all of Vainglory 8 that Adagio was not picked or banned.
I would be pretty blown away by that, especially because we did see the Lyra ban.
I assume so. I haven't seen the drafts from the off-stream game in Europe.
Oh, from today specifically?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll look into that.
That's the only one that would be a question mark.
It seems unlikely, but
Yeah.
you never know. All right, well, Trime, they got 25 seconds of bonus time. It's Pedal, Adagio, Dunzo, baby.
Moving into an aggressive position, trying to hold that Tri-Brush down. But 101 able to hold their ground. Did have a scout trap down. They knew exactly what was happening there. Now Hyde trying to get that, but it's actually going to be going over to Status. Or no, it was Pawn able to grab that one up. So successful for Tribe so far. Now there's your Truth to Tooth as they move forward. Hyde on the backside, taking pretty good damage. Pedal, the money is just doing work here. This is kind of a disaster here for 101. Looks like they're going to lose at least one target. Who's it going to be? Lost Boy goes down. Status. Okay. He's able to get out of there. This should be Pawn, and I don't know. They're going to move as 3, so maybe not a bad call. They're going to just make sure they secure up the backs here.
That's when they need to just deny away from Hyde. We saw how annoying Hyde was in the last game. It's with his afterburns. If you can just deny the money away from him, we don't really know what path he's going. I'm personally hoping for that weapon glaive just so it kind of fits in better with that crystal vox that we will hopefully be seeing. I really hope we'll be seeing that crystal vox. Because otherwise you've got what? You've got the 3 main heroes coming out from Tribe, and then you've got the Munions and the Attack of the Pack of the Wild Wolves. It just does so much damage. It completely just changes the playstyle of Tribe and the way they approach those team fights. But Selena...
Oh, Hyde, he's found Pawn though. Pawn's gonna skedaddle back into a better position here. E36 goes down as they're able to switch target and put the damage out here. Well, Pawn's gonna be able to hang around. So it looks like, yeah, he's gonna hang around. As many last hits as possible here. He's gonna miss that one. We'll call out every single one he missed. He's got the buckshot comes through. So Pawn doing a good job. And 101 able to get themselves on the board. 1-1, 2.5 minutes in.
Yeah, Selena's doing a really great job of farming, and that's because we did see all 3 members of Tribe just go down to the backs together, just to guarantee some farm. So Pawn original was at 9 compared to Selena's 20. It's now at 14 because there is that big wave pushed right up against his turret. But as it goes, this is gonna be a really interesting game to see coming out from 101, because if he is gonna be going Crystal Vox, which it doesn't look like he is.
Ooh, the throws!
Oh no!
Engage the throw train. Woo woo!
Like, okay, we really don't see that many Crystal Voxes, but I think with an opportunity like this one, it's an opportunity that you're just throwing away. And I can only imagine what the analyst desk are like right now when they're seeing this build.
It's opportunity, but you know, maybe it's something that 101 aren't necessarily too familiar with. And if they aren't ready to pivot to that build, while it might be better on paper, I still think it would be the safe call for them to just play what they're most comfortable with now. Lost Boy absorbing as much damage as possible. Hyde shows up, dun 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 dun. Almost able to get status. Selena and Lost Boy very low. Just try putting the pressure out. Hyde, he gets jumped on the Truth of Two. The Pawn had got one more shot. That would have been a kill there. Very dangerous situations. E36 gonna look to chase him down. E36, go get it.
Oh, he gets out. It's
E36,
okay.
he gets right back in. No mercy from E36. Lost Boy. He's not happy about it. He's going to be able to get it. Lost Boy's there. Status jumps forward. Trampoline. He gets a kill. Talk about a bloodbath right here. So many kills in Status. He's there. Look at the Munions. Look at the Munions taking the aggro off the turret. Oh, so good.
7 kills. This is kind of exactly what it was like in the last game. It was like 8 kills at 4 minutes. We were just astounded because there was so much aggression coming out from both sides.
That's what's up, though. That's why we like these teams.
We want this, but it still went a 27-minute game, even with all the aggression and coming out from both teams.
I'm down. Sign me up.
Yeah, okay.
Sign me up.
That's fair enough.
You ever tried to play-by-play a team that doesn't actually fight? E36, woo! A lot of damage there. Vox Basic is going to come through to find the kill. It's going to be Status rotating up here. A little bit too late, though. Should be able to just hold the lane down. I don't know if they continue to go for aggression. Just maybe Status looking to just kind of force them out of the lane, buy a little space for Pawn.
Yes, I think they just know that because Hyde's nowhere near it, they can't afford to be that little bit more aggressive. And right now they're taking a very, very aggressive stance in that bush right there. And Lost Boy Tough knows it. He knows it. He's just staying well away from them because there's a lot of range there from Stasis. He's got a lot of poke, especially those munions, and well, they're just gonna back away from this at this point. Where we do see E36 level 4, not quite attack of the pack yet, but he's doing a fair bit of damage there with his Truth of his Lava Claw.
Whoop, Lost Boy taking a lot of damage, self-fountain, and he goes down anyway. Tribe, high fives all around, I'm sure, for them on that one. And E36, he's got money for his own fountain, so whenever he wants to decide to drop down, he'll be able to pick up that fountain and have it ready to go. Tribe, a very nice read. And you know, Shingy, I don't know if you had the chance to watch the challenge battles, Challenger Series much. Status has been loving this pedal. He's been really doing work on it.
Well, Petal's really popular right now. She's got a lot of range. She's got a little bit of heal. Never mind, Pawn's got stunned.
Yeah, Pawn skedaddles back, though, trading damage onto Hyde. And it looks like Tribe's going to be able to get out of this one.
Yeah, they are going to get away from this one. Pawn's going to get heal. He's going to avoid getting rooted. They might go for the gold mine. I don't think they should. Doesn't look like they are. They're just going to back away, go up to their turrets again, just get Pawn Original back to full health. But 54 to Selena's CS of 50. Hyde's falling a little bit behind. He's 17 to Stasis' 27. I think part of the reason is we are seeing a lot of focus on the lane here. All 6 members just in the lane a lot. So it's not giving the junglers as much opportunity to get their CS up.
Frost Burnout for Status. I like the pickup here. Pawn sitting on an infusion. Everything seems to be coming together for Tribe quite well. At this point, it feels like if they get into an engagement that's halfway decent for them, they should be coming out on top. So with this kind of knowledge out on the map, how do 101 approach this? Because it feels like their turret is pretty close to being taken down here with one misstep.
I think right now what we are waiting for is Lost Boy Tough just to reach his level 6, get that gauntlet, because in the last game anyway, there was just a combination of the gauntlet and the wait for it, or the gauntlet and the afterburn. They just used that as their main offensive. Oh, that was a great Vanguard from Lost Boy Tough.
Yeah, and an Ace's Y coming out of Pawn there. That was kind of forced.
Yeah, it was a little bit forced. It did miss though. But as I was saying, you know, it's late here. I've
Hey,
had like a liter of coffee.
jump in here. Liter of coffee. You got it. You're the best.
I've got it. Oh, thank you, Lewis. It's good to have you back.
Mhm.
So good to have you back. But Lost Boy Tough, Gauntlet, he does have that now available. So I'm looking for those chains that they did so well in the last game. Hyde's been a little bit more cautious with the afterburns. There's definitely been there's not been as many as there was in the last game, because it felt like in the first game of the series they were just like every 5 seconds. But I think maybe because if you look at the range of Stasis, it's not as far, so he's not able to get on top of it easily. There's not really like a super obvious target like there was in the last game with that Crystal Kestrel.
Yeah, and I think also with the Kestrel, it's like when you're on target, it's pretty easy to stay on that target on the CP Kestrel. Well, with Status on this pedal, like, yeah, maybe you can afterburn it, but he's going to just trampoline back into a better position. And if you've isolated yourself, they're just going to target you down. And maybe that's the reason, maybe not here, but Tribe kind of flexing up in the lane, showing their power as 101, looking to just kind of defend their turret here. Really don't want this to go down. And they have all the tools that you mentioned. If Tribe overstep just a little bit, I would expect this wait for it, the gauntlet, to definitely come out, look to trap somebody in here. Status does have his own reflex. Pawn has his skedaddle if needed. Selena taking pretty good damage here. Oh, with the Vanguard, it still goes down. Status making the plays. This is a pedal. You know, also, if you watch the challenge battles, Echo Fox was getting rolled by this pedal. Their answer was to come out and pick the Scarf for Fuji, which actually worked incredibly well. And unfortunately, there doesn't really seem to be an answer coming out of 101 like there was an answer coming out of Echo Fox. Ultimately, obviously, Tribe did come out the better team in the end there. But everything's just working for them right now.
I mean, if they do win this game, if Tribe win this game, I think banning that pestle is definite consideration for 101. Oh, hang on, never mind, they're going in. Oh no, they're not actually going in. They just kind of backed away from that. It looked like they were going to release everything onto 101. As I was saying before, the thing with the Petal is she's got that Frostburn, she's got great escape from the trampoline. I think they did tone it down a little bit and decrease the cooldown available on the trampoline, just because, you know, you can use it quite frivolously as a Petal. It's just so easy, you've got great mobility coming out from it. And I think that's what makes her such a difficult target. So that's why they need to rely on the Gauntlet to try and stun her, or rely on the wait for it to stop her from using that trampoline to escape away, but it definitely requires a lot of work.
I'm very curious to see what the decision is for Tribe once a good Gauntlet goes down, assuming they're not silenced up, because it feels like they could easily just mark a target and just focus them down. And especially if Tribe's clumped up, you know, we have to remember there's healing coming out of spontaneous combustion, right? So like this is a both offensive and defensive ability, and them being clumped up is actually, you know, definitely to their favor. And not to go back to that CP Vox point, but it seems like, you know, that would have been particularly good against the whole idea here. And not to mention the fact that Jackson doesn't get to see his bouncy castle.
Oh, I'm sad we're not getting to see the bouncy castle. Because if you think about it, Crystal, had he gone Crystal Vox, would have been seeing a completely different story, because, well, actually, on paper would have been seeing a completely different story, because Stasis, his minions, would have been killing them at the same time. And I feel like it feels like 101 has handed them a gift with this weapon, going for the weapon path. Instead, they're just under a lot of pressure. There's not really too much they can go. No, they're going in.
Yeah, it's going to be trampoline forward right here. Gauntlet goes down, stuns up Status. They're going to turn around as the wait for it does come through onto 2, but Selena is the target. He's marked. He's down. 407 damage coming out. Woo! Okay, Pawn, I see you making the plays here, finding the damage. Phenomenal job here out of Tribe to read that situation and to re-engage. Just really, really great job. So they get the turret out of this as well. Looks like they're going to take the back jungle rotation, potentially this Crystal Sentry as well, and Tribe just on top of this game.
I just feel like there's just a bit of a difference now. So there's got a 5k gold lead, and they're not afraid to apply the pressure because they know there's not really any threat of 101 jumping onto them. So yes, you do have the blood for blood, yes, you do have the afterburn as you did in the last game, but there's so much mobility on the side of Tribe that they are able to avoid it. We're seeing Stasis. I would say he's probably like a major damage, probably the main damage dealer coming out from Tribe. Nobody is able to get on top of him. He's got the Frostburn, he's got the slow, he's got the heal. Like you said, the defensive and offensive capabilities are all there.
It's hard to say. I think Status's damage is consistent. It's annoying, and Pawn's coming in with really nice burst damage in between to start the fight and to end the fight. I mean, you saw the Pawn he stepped back, but the moment the fight was going their way, he steps back forward. I think it's like 409 damage comes out from his basic to find the kill onto Selena there in the last fight. Just a really good job overall. Currently, they're going to be on this gold miner here. We do see infusions out of Hyde and Selena, so 101 expecting to be fighting here in the next few minutes.
Yes, we've got the minion candidates. I think we're expecting a push, but I don't know if this is a good idea because Tribe are all infused up as well, level 12 infusions. And there goes the attack of the pack.
Yeah, Buckshot into attack of the pack. Chase is on. Hyde taking a lot of damage. Defensive gauntlet drops. Going to be stunning up Status. E36 on the backside. Pawn as well. Can they regoose back? Uh-oh. They have lost Pawn, the original. Now E36 Status on the run. Trampoline backwards. Fortress is not too good at running away. And Status, is he going to get chased down here? Is the real question. There's an afterburn coming up here. Yep, got him, boss. Woo, that's the ace. 101, find the opportunity. And that feels like mistakes made out of Tribe, honestly.
I don't know if it was mistakes. So we saw the very defensive gauntlet coming out from Lost Boy Toff, and he's been using his gauntlets very defensively this game, completely different from last game where they're all very super offensive. I think what was really great about that was we saw the gauntlet, and then we saw the afterburn coming out from Hyde, stunning Pawn the original onto the, I guess, the lateral end of the gauntlet.
True.
Completely out of position from his teammates. There wasn't really much he could do about that. He couldn't use a skedaddle. Never
what
mind.
What does he do about this one? What is he going to do about this one? Shingy 2 versus 3. They're on the chase. I don't know if they realize Status is not here. Status has showed up. Maybe they can bait him back. Look at the damage out of Pawn here. Lost Boy, he stepped back trying to help trampoline forward. Status trying to find the damage. They've turned it. They took E36. Pawn's low. Pawn turns, drops the pot shot in his face. Now this is going to be the pedal up against 2 here. Selena's very low. Wait for it. Comes through. Selena, what's the play, my man? Scout traps down. Status knows where he is. Has the trampoline. Selena's looking to juke him out or just try and get the damage.
So close.
Yeah, so close indeed. That's about all he could have done, really. In the end, 2 for 2. 10 kills for Tribe to the 9 for 101 coming out here. Such a good game. Back and forth, action-packed.
A really great turnaround there, actually, from 101, because actually at the start of the fight, Hyde was actually about a third health at that point when we saw Tribe engaging on them. They managed to pick up the 2 kills off the back of that. And I've got to say, Lost Boy Top held on to that fountain to the very, very last minute there. But ultimately, it just wasn't enough. And I do think Selena, I think it would do him well if he upgraded to the Meso Jacket, because upon the original, he got hit by the buckshot and it just did so much damage onto him. He just had to back away at that point. So, actually, it looks like they're just looking for blood again. Look at the fusions coming out from Lost Boy Top. Both of the teams are meeting in the middle.
Well, Selena looks like he's irritated with the damage that's been coming out. He sees an opportunity. He just gets a couple attacks off onto E36 very quickly. Jumping back, Lost Boy holding down the right Troy brush here, doing a very good job. Just constantly moving his positioning here, just in case they were to flare and be like right there. If they want to try and jump on him, you know, he's constantly dipping back and forth. And look how fast this Kraken's being taken down. E36 is going to be here. E36 is here. What is the play? Attack attack's going to be coming out. Gauntlet is down. Ace is high from the backside. Vox able to get the Kraken. If Tribe go down here, it could be really, really bad. It's going to be War Treads backwards for Tribe. Let's see if they get out of this one. What do 101 do? Do they chase? Do they look to just push down the lane? Push. It looks like it's going to be a push.
I think it should all be about the push right now. Lost Boy Top, he's slowly regenerating his health back thanks to his heroic perk. They were able to force E36 down to 3rd health, and that's the thing about the Fortress, is he's great for the offensive attack. But in terms of frontlining, it's really not there. He's probably one of the squishier roams out there, and that game definitely shows. So I think, are they going to get this turret? I would quite like to see Tribe be a bit offensive with this one.
Well, they're poking. They're definitely trying to poke here. Pawn trying to get some breaking point stacks. Those high jumps in. Ace's High will land onto Lost Boy. Lost Boy taking a lot of damage. He's going to get his own War Treads activated. A nice trampoline status gets afterburned back. And E36 with Pawn. They're able to focus the damage down onto Hyde. Remember, Kraken still doing damage against the main crystal turrets. They found Selena. Selena chopped down. Double kill. Do they want to go for more? They know where Lost Boy is. This is going to be the boots moving forward. Actually, this War Treads coming out here. Lost Boy should be going down as well. This is going to be the ace for Tribe as they find the engagement they wanted, but they're only going to have 1 turret remaining at the end of this.
They chased so far, and it was a really nice distraction technique from Lost Boy Top and Selena just to pull them as far away as they did, because that was precious seconds wasted, because that turret's been quite low. It's not going to get another attack down. But either way, it's less than half health. And, well, I think for the majority of this game, Tribe had the advantage. They had a comfortable gold lead. We're seeing a very different story right now. Now that 101 have begun to kind of turn the team fights a little bit. But to say, Hyde, he's just playing very much as a second roamer, the way he's playing using his afterburns. And Selena, okay, so the thing about Selena's right now, I just feel like the damage output just isn't there at the start. Just they need to wait for Tribe to go a little bit hyper aggressive and then turn that around with a defensive gauntlet.
I find it interesting looking at Status's build. I mean, he's heavily itemized in the defense. You agree with this?
Yes,
yeah.
I do agree with this.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like it.
I think he's been doing work right now, and we saw him actually be engaged on. He lives through it. He's able to trampoline backwards. It's been working very well.
Yeah, I think they know that he's a big point of focus for them. He definitely was in the last game, and if he can survive through this, get to safety, use the spontaneous combustion, maybe to heal himself up a little bit if there's no fountain available, if he's not able to teleport back to base or even get a treant, then he can re-enter the fight. It's a very good situation for him to be in, and it makes it very difficult because there's actually, we don't have any shield pierce, we don't have any armor pierce, so it's not going to be the easiest job bursting him down.
Not going to be the easiest job, but a job that can be done nonetheless. Right now, 101 starting up Kraken again. Tribe a little bit out of position once again. Well, we'll see out of position as Selena's on the front line. Status chasing forward. Did pop that spontaneous combustion here. Hyde jumps back in. Status with a trampoline into better position. Pod comes through with the damage. Finds the kill. Selena is a little bit forced back here. Lost Boy, he's low. Double kill. Kraken still part of this fight.
The damage!
Woo! Kraken is irritated. Pawn is happy. So is the rest of Tribe. Well, they are a Tribe. I guess they're all having the same emotions right now as they move forward. And what's the call here? What are they gonna get done?
Just push down the turret. You've got, I think you get like one turret down, then go back and focus on the Kraken. But it looks like they're just going to just go straight for the last 2 turrets as well. They look very confident about it. I'm not entirely convinced that this can be done because I feel
got the ace
that...
buff minions in their team.
But 101,
Look at they're doing the team.
Oh, they're
doing
doing
the
it.
respawn's
They're
coming through.
doing it.
Splitting the damage onto the turrets. Oh, so
they
smart,
buffed
so
it.
good. So good, so smart. Can Tribe finish it out? 101 have all respawned. Trying to find the damage. They got it.
Whew, what a game that was. It's, you know, that last fight was a bit odd because I felt like 101 by the end of the game, they were winning the team fights. But that last one just didn't go very well. And I think